I'm Dee Dee Reeves with Lux News Live, and we are so lucky today because we have the fabulous Sydney Smith from Rise with us. Stay tuned. Welcome, Sydney. We're so excited to have you on our show today. How are you?
I'm great. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, thank you. We are so excited because you are such a busy woman. So I want to first thank you for making time to come and talk with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, you are the founder of Rise. Go ahead and tell us a little bit, tell the viewers a little bit about Rise.
So Rise is a comprehensive addiction treatment center, and we focus on all addictions, including regular mental health issues like depression and anxiety. But we have a specialty focus that's really about gambling, problem gambling, and we really work with the gamblers and their family members.
And Vegas is the perfect city for that.
The Mecca.
Fortunately for you, but unfortunately for the families and the friends who are affected by problem gamblers.
Right. The prevalence rates here in Las Vegas are higher among anywhere else in the United States. But luckily, we have a lot of great treatment here in this town. And it's a great city for recovery, problem gambling recovery, and other recoveries.
And where are you from? Las Vegas?
I am not. I've been here about 4 years, but I'm originally from Oklahoma.
Okay, very good. So what did the gambling addiction bring you to Vegas?
Actually, my work with gambling did bring me to Vegas, and I began with Dr. Pohl in Las Vegas Recovery Center and kind of moved my way around, and then since have opened Rise in 2016, so almost 2 years.
And we were talking before, this is not something that you just stumble upon. So tell me how you created Rise. What brought this up? What were you affected by anything?
Yeah, so I've been a therapist for almost 17 years now. And originally from Oklahoma. Oklahoma was a non-gaming state. And so in the early 2000s, they brought in tribal gaming. And as a clinician working in the field already, I saw the shift. So a lot of our people were being affected, and people were developing problems really quickly, but there were no treatment. And so even like in the area that I'm from, the closest GA meeting was like 120 miles away. So I had family that was affected, I had friends that were being affected, and then at the time I was married and my ex-husband had started gambling. So I've lived it on both sides of the fence as a therapist working and being specialized in gambling addiction, but also as a family member that's affected. I still have problems within my own family, extended family and friends, and so I still, understand the pain that people can go through.
Yeah, you were really affected personally by this.
Yes.
So you felt like this was something you were meant to go out and do.
Yes, in a sense that even when I was working in the field and also, kind of being in it on the other side, there was just such lack of knowledge and awareness about gambling as an addiction. It's not something that you put into your body, so a lot of people would say, well, I'm not ingesting anything or I'm not taking anything, so it's not a drug. And so the severity of the addiction was very underestimated.
Yeah, because even here in Vegas, we rarely see places where anybody can go and get help.
Right. There's plenty of places to get, and gambling comes in all forms too. It's not just I'm going to the casino. It's sports betting, bingo, lotto, scratch offs, pull tabs, and so it varies.
Things that we're not even thinking of.
Right. So it can look very different. Races, racetracks, dog racing, even cockfighting in Hawaii is a huge issue. So it looks very different, and if I wanted to gamble, I could find a way to gamble no matter, where I lived in the world, basically.
Right.
So
that brings up just a random question about we're bringing the Raiders here to Vegas. Now, what do you think about that in terms to Rise?
Well, I think it's great. I'm a fan of sports, by the way. But for Rise, I feel like it's kind of our duty or our responsibility to be able to provide this service. It's our specialty focus, and our team loves what we do. Like, everybody there has a heart for the work, and I think just providing a safety net. And sometimes we forget that. We can get caught up on the other side because there's a lot of positives to gaming and to gambling, and there's great many benefits, economic benefits, but there's also and most people will be able to game responsibly without any problems, but there are a few that won't be able to, to game responsibly. So we want to create a safety net and have that ready for, it's not a matter of if, but when that
Exactly.
happens, and when the family members, not only just the people that are struggling with an addiction, but also the family members can come in and get help, because there's a tremendous amount that can be done in a very short amount of time for the families, and so we want to be able to provide that service. So that's our primary goal.
Great. Well, you are not only busy with that, but girl, you were telling me you've got a book, you've been on television with the doctors. Tell me all of these other great experiences that you're up to.
It's kind of a fast and furious year, but I will have a book that's coming out in the fall, and it's about families of addiction, but it is focused for problem gamblers. So that way, there's a lot of people who are rural or who can't, drive in, and specialized gambling therapists are very few and far between. So even finding a therapist that kind of knows what they're doing within that specialty is hard to find. And so my hope is that this book can be used as a resource tool or as a guide. So like if I'm not able to find that therapist, or maybe I can't afford to go find treatment, that I can pick up a book and it can really help and kind of lead the
Something that
way
you
to
always have there to refer back to.
Right, a resource, and that's full of tools that I can actually apply to my daily life, not just read about, but hey, I can go do this right now and I can make a difference.
Amazing. And you are on The Doctors on CBS.
Yes.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that might be a reoccurring thing for you?
Yes, we have some talks in the works, I guess you would say, about doing some future shows on problem gambling. So I'm really excited about
Well,
that.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So if you had any advice for your viewers who might be fighting addiction to anything, how can they find you?
RiseHelp.com is the easiest way. We're also on Psychology Today, or Deluxe Version Magazine has a link, and so just reach out and call. You can call the gambling hotline, the 1-800 hotline that's posted around the state. When the Fun Stops brochures has phone numbers on them, and you can call and they can connect you with us.
Okay.
As well, so.
Do you have any advice for anybody out there that might be struggling?
Yeah, even if you're thinking about it, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to reach out. Even for the family members, it's okay to reach out. So they can call and even get consultation, or even one session. A tremendous amount of work can be done even in one session. So I just encourage you, even if you're having the thoughts, just go ahead and act on that and reach out. Take an opposite action.
Where do you see your business in 5 years?
I hope we're growing. I hope we're being able to help a lot of families and across the state of Nevada, especially, not just limited to Las Vegas. And eventually, I hope to have a residential treatment center that's specialty focused on problem gambling.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, Sydney. You have so much to offer, and I hope you go check her out. We're really excited for you and for Rise and what you're doing for our community. We really thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm Danny Reeves. Thanks for watching.